Today, I just bought WRC 8. I've never been a fan of the WRC series. Not the actual series, but in terms of the video games, they've always been lacking something. Even when I was younger, when I was a kid, I used to play the WRC series and I owned them, but it was more or less because they were kind of like the only officially licensed WRC product. I wanted to see how the newer ones compare to the newer dirt games. The dirt rally games specifically they lean more towards simulation than they do like arcade. There is some sort of arcadey-like handling characteristics from the Codemasters Dirt Rally series, but overall, I would put them in the category of a rally simulation game rather than like an arcade rally. So we're going to be using my full Fanatic setup. So the V3 pedals, CSL Elite wheelbase, Club Sport M3 BMW wheel, the H-pattern shifter, and their handbrake. The H-pattern shifter does work in this game, but it does not work with the clutch. The clutch pedal itself works, but it's not a requirement to shift for some reason. I don't know why they made it like that, but so I'm going to be using it in sequential mode and with a wheel at 900 degrees, no assists, and then 100% realistic damage in the game. So everything's as realistic as it can be in this game. HUD completely off, all that kind of stuff. Just the co-driver's voice and the car. So I'll just talk to you while I'm driving and let you know how it compares to Dirt Rally 2.0 and Dirt Rally 1. Here we go. The field of view is a lot more adjustable in this game. Jesus. This isn't really a course you can really just chat it up, but this feels a lot more authentic than Dirt Rally 2.0. Like the road surface, the only thing that's probably not as authentic is the actual sound, but the graphics, in my opinion, are a little bit more realistic, less glossy. I did that with my knuckle. And the rocks, the formation seem a lot more realistic. I didn't need that. Anyway, the cars feel faster in this game too. I don't know if it's because it's a more modern game and the cars are actually just more of a representation of what they are in real life. But yeah, like a lot more sense of speed. Unfortunately, the game is in 30 frames per second as opposed to 60 frames per second on man, I'm not paying attention, on Dirt Rally 2.0, but you can't really notice it a whole lot, but it definitely, oh shit, oh man, whew, okay. Anyway, that let me breathe for a little bit. I feel like the suspension is a little bit less forgiving in this game. Like, you don't float across the surfaces as much as you do in Dirt Rally 2. You definitely feel a lot more of the bumps. Oh shit. Check out this bridge here. It could just be that since it's a licensed game, they kind of are able to replicate the areas without, I don't know, offending a location or something. I don't know exactly how it is, but I mean the rocks on the side of the road, just like those little rocks, not the boulders, but the actual rocks are very impressive to look at when you're going by at speed. There's something that I kind of feel like would actually interact with the car rather than, something that's just visual, like the rocks on the side. Like I feel like it's interfering with my actual ability to drive. Another thing that's improved is the windshield wipers. You actually have to use them, at least more often, and I like that. I mean, it's kind of annoying, because windshield wipers are annoying to have to use in real life, but at the same time, it adds to the immersion, like you need to use them. Otherwise, you start making it starts to be like impossible to see in front of you. I mean, this part, it feels very realistic. Like if I was like in a full motion rig on a PC, max graphics, I guarantee like this would be just mind blowing in terms of how immersive it is. Danger in a bridge. Oops. My biggest complaint is the fact that it doesn't really have much options for H pattern shifters and stuff. Like you can map it out to however you want, but the fact that you don't actually have to use the clutch pedal is pretty upsetting. Like it's what's the point of the damn clutch pedal if you don't have to use it? I mean, I guess you could do clutch kicks, you know, if that's your driving style. But I guess what they're trying to encourage is to move more towards the sequential shifting, and it's fine for that. I mean, in real life you would need a clutch for that too, but for the most of the driving, you just kind of like hammer it into gear, from what I know. This guy's voice, the co-driver, it's pretty annoying because he says like "for" and "shore" and all this shit, like, and he's going "life for shore," like it just sounds like really funny, like he's like like he's Irish or something, but he's not. He's supposed to be like British. He just got like a funny accent. Not funny like I'm not trying to be offensive or anything, but like he just sounds like a cartoon character. No offense to the guy that did the voice to this, but I just wish you could choose like maybe like a different British guy or a girl, you know. But yeah, overall this game feels great. I got it for $12. It's definitely worth $12, easy. When I first played it, to kind of get a feel for it, I tried that Lancia Fulvia. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. And the game just was like, man, this sucks. Like, I didn't like the game at all. But after I tried it with the modern cars, whew, I did horrible. I know I crashed a bunch, but yeah, I got a penalty too for rolling off that cliff. But I mean, as you can tell, like I have it set for authentic, so even if you feel like you're doing good, you're not doing good at all. Like you're way behind these other guys. Like I'm listen, 453. I did a 625. I mean that's almost a 2-minute difference. Like, but I mean as I grow in this game and get better, I'll definitely start moving up a little bit. But the times are brutal, like they should be. I'm not an experienced driver by any means, so I shouldn't be getting on the top of the leaderboards. You know, especially if I have it set for authentic, right? Like I should be at the very bottom. I'm not a professional, you know, rally driver. So it's kind of nice and it's humbling. The career mode is pretty stacked. Like it's not just like in Dirt Rally 2 where you just go through the events and then you buy new cars and then upgrade them. That's pretty much the extent of the career mode on that. But on this game, you actually you have to manage your team. You have like multi-tiered sections that you upgrade, like your team, your mechanics and stuff, like your performance of the actual vehicle, all that kind of stuff. How well you take damage. It even has stuff like how fast you can go through water features and things like that. It's much more detailed. I am a little bit sad. Like I was reading about it. These guys are losing the WRC license soon, and Codemasters is a great company. Yeah, we're talking about it. We're talking about this game compared to the Codemasters offerings. And I think overall, Codemasters still has a more quality, sort of, just a more polished product than this. This is a little bit rough around the edges, but I think it's kind of like a good thing because Rally is rough around the edges. It's not like a perfect sport. Like you're always fighting the elements. You're fighting mechanical problems that are unforeseen. It has a lot more depth than I thought it would, and definitely pick this game up if it's on sale. Yeah, my two biggest complaints are 30 frames per second and the fact that it doesn't have a more dedicated H pattern mode with, you know, needing to actually use the clutch. The options for force feedback are amazing. There's like tons of different sliders you can adjust, and they're not just like, you know, 1 to 5 sliders. They're like 0 to 150 in one-click increments, so you can really tune it to your liking. And you can map out the H pattern shifter and the handbrake. The handbrake works in analog mode. It's not just a button. Just the fact that I can use the throttle pedal rumble motor is a pretty big selling point for me. I think this is the only game I know of on the market in terms of racing games that allows the use of that on console. Now on PC, you can program it to probably be on any racing game you want through like their software, through Fanatec software. But in terms of an in-game option, like to have any features, whether it be related to like throttle or, you know, grip loss or anything, that's pretty impressive to me. I'm pretty stoked on this game. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of courses. There's tons of rallies, tons of stages, and overall, I think the rally stages compared to Codemasters rally stages are more realistic. Buy this game if you like rally. You'll like this game. There you go. Have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.